I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. How might I serve you, Arisen?
Follow me.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master.
You are in good health, I trust, Arisen?
Nothing to report, I'm afraid. Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Here at last.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very... Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vacation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balance. I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I... Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. But I shan't take up any more of your time.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger someday. Having said that, it is quite a relief.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Do you need something?
Do come again.
You really ought to have returned by now.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough of it. At me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting.
What say we gather some information?
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
Now Sir Gregor wants a word, eh? Hardly.
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to... Brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters. But so I thought, mayhap you... Please, sir. I worry if many thanks. Go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could... My brother and I are the only ones who use that path. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, yeah? Right.
Our aid is required, Master. Let us depart with due haste.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. First and foremost, will you accompany my thanks? Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught it.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
Goblins, Master!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it alter our
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
'Tis broken, and repairing it is beyond our means. We've no choice but to take the longer way around.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Christian gets the worm, as they say.
A resounding success.
Well done, Master.
I thought I was...
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come...
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that... Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better.
Aye, you'll hear no
Keep your wits about you. We must not allow our charge to come to harm. 'Twas a glad thing to find Sir Norbert in good health. Shall we get him back to Melve? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. Could you come over here?
What manner of treasures will I find today? Oh, I can scarce wait to find out. Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Right, just follow me.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs.
Good on you. Just... You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too... And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my... But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward, we managed to save Norbert. Perhaps that's... Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only... So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. There again will I...
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did. Now Sir Gregor wants the word, eh? Hardly surprising. The Arisen's attentions are always in demand. Follow me.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey. Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to
'Tis uncertain. This one...
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight.
A treasure chest. Oh, I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off.
A brief respite is naught to decry.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
We've got goblins!
My magics are at your disposal. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
That was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
What's this? We're trapped.
Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here, of all places.
Find a better moment to seize the brute's arm and bring it crashing down. I could use some help. I've got hold of the enemy.
Splendid.
We must spare no effort against this foe, lest we sup on bitter defeat.
True enough.
This brute has quite the temper.
I do not use their range to our advantage.
Very well. What does that sound? Fall back!
My magic's at your disposal. Authority approaches. Fall back and quickly.
Put an end to this foe, Master.
Time remains the capital. All the people of Vernon.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Good, yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll... Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
Master, do take care not to throw it away by mistake.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Goblins! Of rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
That's enough.
Whipmaster, goblins!
None of you won't. Won't be any different when I've grappled you, see?
Excellent. I could have done no better.
Thanks for where that came from.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught you must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before you, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds. in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Oh.
Pray forgive me, I'm a—
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you—
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Say, have I seen you around?
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful...
Now, this is a place to forget one's
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
The same. They are just how I like it.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. That's the crowd in a hole. Always another errand to see to.
Talent's talent, whate'er it may be.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. What else needs to be?
Days like this make me glad to be.
What brings you here?
Where to now?
May have You've made yourself an enemy.
You're gonna regret that.
I can't
complain. Bleeding amateurs. No respect for their tools.
Hang in there. You're not done yet.
Plenty of us to do. It's nice to see everyone else back.
Been in the mood to stir up trouble today. Suppose you're all right.
I'm not sure what's best.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come. Have yourself a look. Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
If I could, I'd never leave.
This really is. Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my I thought so! She's not stopped talking of her adventure since that girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to...
Welcome and well... met. Do come again.
I brought you something.
Here to ask aught of me, are you? Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Tell is, the nobles. That's why they've been holding all these fancy masquerades. I've got to wonder what comfort ale. But I suppose I'm just jealous.
It was well worth the effort of breaking it.
Wish me to return? At once, master.
Welcome, should you so desire. I can help you find your truest self. Hope to see you again. Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Something smells divine.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. And this Baron fellow, I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. Many thanks, sir.
This ladder can take us to new... heights.
Ah, excellent find. Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say. Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Seems I've caught someone's eye.
Each day is harder to bear than the
Always
last.
another errand. Times are hard.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Always another errand.
Peruse at your neck.
What do ye want?
Peruse at your neck.
Good evening, sir.
I trust you fared all right. There's trade to be had in times both fair. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer. Peruse at your neck.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your... None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation? I thank you, your Majesty. There are three The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of Sori. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is surely no challenge to which we cannot rise.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I know the way. Follow me. I'm in no hurry to leave. Interested in my wares? Interested in my wares? Pleasure doing business. It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Best not be bothering me for no reason.
That Sir Ludolf is a real... And just the other day, he praised my wife for her beauty. You know what that means, don't you? He wants her for himself. I tried to change the subject, divert his attention elsewhere, but he's not one to back. He'll find a way to get what he wants, even if it means taking it by force. Vile reprobate. best to proceed?
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Now, how best to proceed?
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Say, have you been to Harv? Well, if you do, I hear he sets out as if that wasn't queer enough. I cannot fathom his obsession.
Now, how best to proceed?
Pray you ne'er put gold in my pocket. Sometimes this is the only place I can find it.
Cannot afford another. So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
Do you know... how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Our soldiers need better training.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of this establishment.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
What's your problem?
Wonder if anyone else shares my sorrows. Bit of a tricky situation.
Got to focus. My head will roll if Autos arrive.
I'll
not be trifled with.
Wonder how everyone else makes it through the day. How to proceed?
This cannot be happening!
And who are you supposed to be?
Dull days for us are a sign that all is well.
I pray you! Oh, pain! There's ought to be said.
Up at dawn, done by